Well, g'day tubes, how's she hanging? Pretty good here, because I got a hacksaw. I've had this blade and this hacksaw for a long friggin' time, and it's still not too bad. Well, there's one spot in it that's not good. But anyways, so today we're gonna build hopefully a new actuating rod, come on lights, for our clutch system on the 2N here. And this is the old one here. Alright, and the reason why I didn't just use this one is, well, one, it's too long. Two, yes, I could cut more threads in it, but being on a bend like that, you would have to have that bend absolutely perfect for this thing to thread properly. It would just end up probably tearing it apart. So I'm not even going to bother messing with that part because this has definitely got a bend in her, big bend, and we're just not going to do that. So I've got materials here, and I got a spare one just in case I mess up, to build a new one that's going to be straight and not kirkly screwed all up like that. But I've got to rescue this guy off the end here. That's what the hacksaw is for, and to cut the rod when we need to. So what I'm going to do is, I guess, cut this off. I almost think it's been cut before, but I don't know. But I'm going to cut that off anyways and reuse that piece. I don't know where I'm going to cut it yet. Maybe back here. Give me a little extra, because I don't know what this is. This kind of looks like it's a cast iron piece that was welded on to right there, maybe, I don't know. So I'm going to cut it off a little bit back, save that, and then we'll get a measurement, how long we need it, and it's about 3 feet. And that one's about 3 feet, but I had that thing right to here, so I think it's a little bit less than 3 feet. Maybe 34 inches or something. But anyways, something on my camera. So let's put that there. Move this, and we'll move this back to there. Need to get my vacuum out. Holy vacuum. So I'm going to have to join this, of course, to the new one. And what I'm going to do, that definitely looks like it was welded on there. I'll clean it up after anyways. I'm going to cut it here, and then I'm going to take it down to my actual welder. I got this one we bought on Amazon, but I want this to be a good weld. And then I'll probably do a good weld on here, but the other one will do a lot nicer. So, okay, so we'll hack this off. Well, she broke it now. Oh, that one doesn't. Well, it's got a little wear in it there. Boy, I probably could make something like that. Piece of, I don't know, thin stuff. Bend a U in it. Weld it back on. Make sure I mean, if I had to, I could. But for now, I think we'll be all right. Okay. And we will need this nut off of there, so we won't put that guy too far away yet. And that's going to need squared up and welded on here. I'll take this down to my other shop, like I say, and then weld I'll just do a little bevel on her here. I might even, this looks like it was pinch cut. So I might, do I have my big saw up here? No, I got my wood cutting saw up here, but my other one I think is down at the other garage. Alright, so we'll take that down, weld that on, and we'll get a measurement of what we need here too. Okay, not a very good camera angle, but we're going to measure from, I guess, where this threaded thing is. Start it there. Yeah, so I think I need to make it a little bit less than 3 feet. A little bit less than 3 feet, so that's why that one was too long. Oh well, let's go at her. Alright, well there we go. She's gobbed up, not too bad. Oh, I got it about 34 inches, 5 maybe. 35 to about the middle of the pin, and this one was 36, I believe it was. And that's good because I left a little longer so I can cut some more threads down here maybe, just in case we need to shorten it a bit. We can. It's a little bit longer. So I also got to get this guy off, and that'll be good to, it's not in super great shape, but it'll be good to get that threaded on, so whenever I get the length I can just cut it, and then, you know, usually you burr it over, so I can just unthread this again. That'll be my rethreader kind of guy, right? But okay, so we'll get you on a tripod. We're going to try cutting threads here. I got to tighten that up, and we'll give her a shot. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to probably put on some spray stuff here. I don't really have cutting fluid up here, but we'll put on a little bit of this fluid film or sheep grease. If it'll spray. It's pretty cold out here. There we go, we got a bit of sheep grease. So let's see, make sure we got this the right way. So this is the 3/8 National Fine for that little turnbuckle guy there, and hopefully I can get her started enough here. Hopefully. That's the problem with starting new ones. They usually don't go too well. Once you get them started, they'll usually bite in. Getting them started is the hard part. I should have ground a little more taper into it maybe. Oh, not quite. Come on, baby. Nope. Going to grind its own taper, I guess. Normally it's easier if you're working straight up and down. Oh my goodness. But as I'm not, just for camera sakes, doesn't get started straight. Gosh, I never had this much trouble getting one started. They're usually not that bad. Now I don't like the going and turning, if you can feel it, there's like a crunch there, that'll actually damage threads, I found. I just want to make sure this is started good here. Well, I think it'll be alright. I'll just go a little more here. Try threading on that nut. Okay, let's try threading that nut on, make sure I haven't buggered this up. I think it's alright, but I don't know. That was a tricky one to get started, but it doesn't look... looks pretty darn good, I'd say. Okay, let me get this nut off of here. Alright, I don't know if this is tight or not. Might be out. Oop, just about took yous out now. I think there's a little bit of a bend there, so hopefully that doesn't bugger them up. I'll move you back just a hair bit. So the reason that these are fine threads too is so that you have a lot of more adjustment on your clutch, so you can just do it one turn of the rod and it doesn't really adjust it a whole lot. The coarser the thread, the faster you'd wind that in, and the more adjustment you'd get real fast. Boy, this thing's really tight on here. It's actually warming it up real good. I know there's some bad threads about here. Yeah, about there's not good. Well, we shouldn't have to chase that out anyways. It should be good. Okay, let's change rods. Alright, I just want to see if this is going to thread on here alright. Seems good. A little tight there, but I think the nut's a little buggered up, so I might have to chase him out a bit. With the die, or the tap, sorry. Yeah, he's a little bit, well, he's pretty rough on this end here. Might have to see if I can find another nut. But I'll keep threading this thing. Okay, there's our rod all gone. I did way more, way more than I probably needed, but I can always have to shorten it. I can shorten it and we have more. So So, okay, that's good. Let's get this guy out of here. He should be good. And I just want to do some chasing on this little nut here, maybe. If it'll come back to life or not. Well, it may not. So we get our national 3/8 national fine. 3/8 national fine. Guy out here, and then this is a different holder for that. And get that started in there, hopefully. Now it's the that nut is not in very good shape. I don't think the threads are going to be beefy enough left for this thing. Cleaning out the gook though, that's good. Ugh. Alright, that's about the best I'm going to get her. About the best we're going to get her. And hopefully I can get this to work still. Fine threads, they take forever to get out again. Oh my goodness. I think we're out. See what I mean? That takes forever. Alright, we need a little towel. Let's get this guy out of here. Well, it doesn't look great. But I think it's going to work. Should work. Okay. Good, good. Alright, after all our work here, let's see if we can get this to work. I just have one concern about the one bracket that holds. Like, this wasn't meant to have running boards. It wasn't designed that way back in the day. So I might have one issue here. Thread it into the turnbuckle back here. Good, that's about where I want to be. Oh, was that ever sloppy back there though? I didn't realize it was that bad. God. Oh. So this I want to bring back quite a bit more. I want to bring this play out of there so I have more pedal. Turnbuckle's not in the best of shapes, I guess. Back there. But like I say, we're not driving this in the Indy 500. Could have. I left the Sherman in it though, and shouldn't I have? But no, that's okay. That's getting close. No, I can't get the thing in. Okay, there we go. Alright, got the pedal held up. That's good. I think we're not too bad there. I could probably squeeze a little more out of that. I don't know if you can see me actuating the clutch here or not. I guess you can. So we got, they want I think 3/4 inch from the stop to where it starts to engage. So that's probably about right. It's better than, I think we were down about here and then it was starting to engage and that's all I had. So I got quite a bit more there now. All right. All right. Those brakes aren't adjusted right either on this side. I need to undo this. Well, let's get you off the tripod. I need to undo this connection here and bring it up a little bit. So when you push your clutch, it's supposed to push on this and push a little bit of brake on. Not very much though. Pretty much right near the bottom, but I'm a little bit off there. But hey, I think that'll work pretty good. Got her definitely better. Let's get up and sit on her and try her. See how that feels. Oh, that's a cold seat. Oh my goodness, something's really cold right now. Oh boy, that's cold. I'm not gonna be up here too long, so. Oh yeah, that's way better. Because before I was sloppy till about there, and then I just had a little bit left. Well, that's good. She might need some fine tuning. Of course, I gotta get off the seat. Holy cow. Holy cow. Oh. But there we go. Straight rod, homemade, remade, if you want to call it that. Good to go. Awesome. Awesome. Look at that, eh? That's actually pretty good. I don't know what the heck was the other one about. I don't know. I don't know. Now, I got quite a bit of play in that pin back there that this little turnbuckle's attached to. This guy here, but I don't think I'm going to worry about it for right now. But I do need to paint that rod, so I got to take it all off again. I never looked to see how much I had sticking out, but I don't think there was much. Doesn't look like it, so that's good. I'm pretty happy with that. New rod. Got her welded pretty straight too, I must say. I should weld drive shafts. Tried that before, it didn't work. Well, I put it in my vise and then got her fairly straight and put a straight edge on it and stuff, but this needs a bit of brazing and touching up there too, maybe. Well, for now I'm not going to worry too much about that, but I got to paint this guy. Take her down and paint her. Clean it up, paint it, prime it, get all that cleaned up, pre-paint it. Probably should fix those, but it's not that bad. Oh, there's a lot of... I'll take it down with me and try to close those up again and then drill them out and make them good, then paint her. But anyways, there we go. So I guess that's about it for this today. Not much else really going on with it. For now anyways, I'm still waiting on the tank. I just want to let it sit and cure that stuff a little bit longer, another couple of weeks maybe, whatever, and then I'm sure we can slap this back together, so it should be good. Now let's see if this stuff stayed up. Oh yeah, she's right there. She's a little scrimey looking, but it's alright. I didn't clean out the engine, so... Didn't clean out the engine. Alright, so... I don't know whether we're going to be doing much more videos for the next little while on this guy. Just because I've got kind of everything kind of done-ish now that I can do in here kind of thing. I want to do this and take this wheel and all this crap, this stuff off this side. Take this off and take this housing out so I can get that little gasket fixed, because you can see she's really leaked a lot on that floor. Like, it's wet. It's wet on that floor down there. It's leaked so much so out of that stupid thing. So yes, I probably should put something under that. I do have a bucket. Probably should have had that under there like a while ago, but anyways, I didn't, so that's all right. But yeah, so I guess for now, we're looking pretty good on this guy. A couple of things I want to do is maybe run the wire through the... I should have enough there. Oh yeah, that's the coil wire. Run it through the tube down into the front where the coil comes out. It'd be a lot easier to do it now. I'd have to run a wire down through here somehow and feed it through. It's going to be tricky with all these spark plug wires there, and it may not make it. I don't know. That just might be asking too much. It might just stay there, because really it's not going to hurt there. But she'll get pinned up under here maybe with all these. These are my charging wires, of course, and she should be good. But I'm not going to fire it up today. What I want to do though, well, I don't know. It all depends on the weather because it's freaking getting cold out here. And yes, I can put heat in here, but this wouldn't hold a lot of heat in this can, right? So what I want to do is get this one changed around with the 800 and get it up here, maybe start doing a bit of work to it. It's got a few things it needs done. Let me think on it now. What does it need done on it? Well, the radiator is not, I don't think, leaking, but where it mounts under here on the 800, the bolt's like loose, you can't tighten it, so this whole side is like floppy. I'm like, oh, that's not so good. We've got the hood off right now. I've had the valve cover off it and adjusted the valves on the 800 overhead valve. This one's a in-block valve, flathead, right? And still got that knocking noise, so I'm like, oh, I don't know if I like that, but I want to do the air cleaner, clean it, and I want to drop the oil pan on it too, I think, on that one, and give that a cleaning too, and have a look underneath, see if I can see anything out of the ordinary. That might be banging under there. So, but this one's quiet as a church mouse. Just amazing. That one, the 800, not so good. Something's going on. It's either a rod knocking or it's a piston wrist pin knocking or something, or a piston slapping or something, or I don't know. But I had good advice, so if the air cleaner was kind of super dirty like that, probably should be taking the oil pan off and cleaning in there. I didn't do it to this one because this one is a lot more of a pain in the rear end. As you guys seen, you have to pretty much disassemble that whole front end, which is carrying down there on the oil pan. That's the oil pan down below there. So should have probably done that while I had it all apart, but I thought, well, jive on for now, I guess. But the other one, yeah, I might pop it off mostly to see if I can see any symptoms or signs of a funny noise coming out of it. So, but anyways, I guess that's it for today. Still got my safety on. Good for safety. And thanks again for watching. And yeah, I'll get these things switched around. Which means I'll have to try to start this guy up to drive it and start the other one up to drive it. I got tanks off both of these, so I have to use my little donor tank, which is fine. And switch places with these, and I get the 800 up here. We can maybe start doing a bit of work to it. So, because like I want to get the tank on this, and the tank and the hood back together. But I'm gonna let that hood, let the hood cure a little more. I'm gonna let the tank cure a little more because it's got paint on the fresh paint on it on the outside, and that sealer on the inside. And I really want to make sure it's sealed up before I kind of let it out in the cold for too long, right? So should be good now. I think they say when it's good to go when you don't smell like the acetone kind of stuff anymore. And I don't really, but I'd rather just leave it inside. It's not like I need it for a tractor pull tomorrow or something, right? So. Yes, so that, and oh yes, the 800 has a major steering problem. Worse than this one. The far side is good. This side, however, is really not good. There's something really going on inside of the 800, the other tractor, not this one. This one's not too bad now. Inside of the 800, you can move this wheel like a lot, which moves this like a lot, and this one stays fairly rigid, but this one is all over the place. And there is adjustments on each side, and this adjustment on this side on the 800 was way out, where this one was like way in, but all that really changed was how much slop I had here, but I still had a pile of slop. So I think that whole thing is wore out, but we'll get her off and have a look at her. But I got to change tractors, and you have to give me a couple of days on all this because I got to move things around, get things going. We'll do a cold start maybe on this guy, and when we get the 800 up through the gate here, we'll fire up the camera and bring it in here. And I got to get this stupid mower going again. Holy jumping, this thing does not start good in the cold. Oh, but anyways, what can we do? Just the choke system, the auto choke on this is just freaking terrible. So I got to take the filter off and put my hand in there and just to get it to stay running long enough. But you got to run it full balls out or it just will not go. And it's like, oh, it's so cold and I don't really, maybe I can just push it out. I don't have to really start it. So anyways, she's looking good. She's coming back together. A couple little things, like I say, we got to do still. But it'd be nice to get the hood on and stuff and see how that's all looking. That poor hood and that poor grill on the front. Oh man, it's in rough shape. Oh god, it's in rough shape. Oh, that poor grill. So I don't know whether I should just buy a new one or just try to fudge her back together the way they had her fudged together. It kind of matches the paint then, right? But anyways, so that's it. Thanks again for watching. The next one, we'll probably be moving this stuff around. And we'll get the big 800 in here and start looking at him. Seeing what's going on with him. As long as the weather holds out. If the weather goes real crappy here, like, you know, this is -7 today. Cold enough for me. But in here out of the wind, it's actually not too bad. It's been fairly decent, so. But anyways, that's it for today. Better grab that. And thanks again for watching. And don't forget, if you want to send in a Christmas card for the Christmas card string. She's up here. We don't have many. Nobody loves me much. We only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 cards, that's it. Nobody loves me this year. Okay, anyways. But I totally understand if you didn't want to do that. Because of the going to the post office because of the COVID and crap like that. Like, I totally understand that. So don't even do yours. Don't even let yourself do that. Don't worry about it this year. Maybe next year. But anyways. So, that is it for today, I guess. Thanks again for watching. Oh, we got to put this all back together too. Forgot about that. And that's the air breather thing there. I'll do all that myself, I guess. You guys probably don't want to see that, so. But, yeah, there's the hood. She's gonna need some work, though. I think, poor thing. Oh boy, she fits the part of old and beaten and worn out, doesn't it? But, anyways, that's it for today. Thanks again for watching. We'll catch you all later, and you guys have a good day.